I've always loved hearing my grandpa's stories, but I visited him the other day for a specific purpose. I wanted to know more about the hows and whys of his unique life. He was born on February 15th, 1922, in Ozark, Missouri. He grew up during a time when most families struggled to put food on the table, including his. He worked in the Civilian Conservation Corps for a small wage, and then enlisted in the Air Corps during World War II. He was then able to get an education that led him to be an oceanographer hired by the Navy. He went to the Arctic twice while they were mapping out places to put enormous antennas. Those were to help us know if the Russians were coming. He helped put the first meteorological satellites in space. He married. He had 7 children, who also had children of their own. I wanted to know more about why he wanted to do these extraordinary things, what drove him. I wanted to know why he came back to the Ozarks when he finally retired. I wanted to hear the exciting stories of his travels. I didn't get the answers I had mapped out in my mind. Instead, I got much more. He told me about the things he had done, but not with much feeling. That was at least until he told the stories about what he and his friends would do. His face and voice lit up. Here's one of his stories that I found to be absolutely hilarious.
Could have killed that guy. There was a family down from Iowa, a bunch of kids, but one of them was about my age, but they kept wanting me to go hunting, and I said, well, I'll take you hunting, and we walked off down there to a little patch of woods, and sure enough, that dog treated possum. And, well, it wasn't much of a climb. I climbed up there and threw it out. And when I did that, that kid had a rock in his hand, I didn't know it, and he threw it at him, at the dog and the possum, fighting each other. And that poor dog. But we took, what was really funny about that was on a Saturday night, and Sunday they asked me a couple of times if I'd eat dinner with them. And I agreed, and all they had was a big bowl of possum. It looked good though. It looked, just like fried chicken. But it was greasy as could be. But it didn't taste all that bad.
As I sat listening to everything, it occurred to me that even though he might have been proud of his accomplishments, as I and the rest of the family are, what he truly cherishes are the memories of the good times. Grandpa had a difficult life in many aspects, and a privileged life in others. I've been thinking about our conversation and the expectations I'd come in with, and I've had an epiphany of sorts. The difficult times make us who we are today, and the good times, they're what keep us going.